Why, Jrue? Why? Why you do that, Jrue? Jrue, why you do that, man? I said don't go to the Heat. You do the next worst thing. You go to the Boston Celtics. Come on, dog. They lost Marcus Smart. They're supposed to suffer because of that. Jrue, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to go to Chicago Bulls, man. You're supposed to go to a team where you would still look good and get your stats and all that, but it won't have no impact. You went to a team that you can have an impact on. That's not what I wanted. You go to the fucking Boston Celtics and, oh, come on, man.
Damn, son.
Come on, Jrue. You wasn't supposed to go to this team, dog. You fucking it up for us, man. We trying to win us a chip. I mean, it sucks that we had to let you go, but it's Dame Lillard, man. Why you taking it so personal, Jrue? Come on, man. You're not supposed to do that. Come on, no. Come on, man. Come on, Jrue. Jrue, why you do that, man? Why you level up the playing field, man?
With Damian Lillard in Milwaukee, the Boston Celtics had a very real fear of the deer, in that they'd be left behind in a crucial season that is as close to make or break as it can be. Having lost a tough 7-game series in the conference finals, it's put up or shut up time for the Jason Tatum-Jaylen Brown dynamic duo. So, the Celtics went through the biggest roster overhaul in the NBA this offseason, and with the addition of Jrue Holiday, have they finally put together a team that can win an NBA title?
No. Nope. Nope. No.
You have to understand that they lost 4 major rotation players this summer.
Yeah.
If you do the math, they've only replaced those 4 with 2 dependable and proven guys, which means they'll have to rely on players like Lamar Stevens and O'Shea Brissett to step up and play under the kind of pressure they've never experienced before. But let's talk about why the Celtics were in such desperate need for Holiday's services in particular. Having sent out Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, and Grant Williams, do they have an issue with that last name? They were in desperate need for some defense. And Jrue Holiday is a lockdown defender in an era where lockdown defenders don't exist. Ironically, they're going to need him to go up against Damian Lillard and find a lot of success if they want to get by Milwaukee. So this pickup makes a lot of sense in that regard. I'd also like to say that Jrue is a better offensive player overall than Marcus Smart. If we're talking about shooting, it's not even close. Holiday beats him in every metric by a lot.
Yeah.
With the way Tatum and Brown dominate the ball, I'd expect plenty of catch and shoot opportunities. If last year is any indication, then Jrue should be a real floor spacer for the Celtics and provide much needed gravity considering they lost another sharpshooter in Malcolm Brogdon. You might not have realized that Jrue led the Bucks in assists per game last year, and he does have all-around point guard skills. He led the Bucks in running pick and rolls and was ranked 7th out of 98 players when including his passing. Most of these passes are very conventional, so it does seem like he's more inclined to just throw the easiest passes that are closest to him and wide open. That said, I did find several assists for threes where he's kicking to the opposite corner, exposing the weak side rotations of the defense to generate the best kind of triples a team can get. Just don't rely on this sort of thing too much and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Marcus Smart was ranked even higher in pick and rolls, including passes. And this was a bit of a surprise to me. However, the difference in turnover percentage in this action should be a welcome change for the Celtics. Smart's turnover issues have always been a big issue, and I was shocked to discover that Jrue actually turned it over more per 100 possessions by a decent margin. Turns out, Holiday is a bit of a turnover machine, ranking 11th amongst non-centers in turnover percentage. If the Celtics are hoping he's going to play a traditional point guard role for them, they might be a little disappointed. But if they can find a role where he can complement the Jays and find more ways to spot up for catch and shoot threes, it will limit his turnovers and work out better for them. Where the Celtics should be exploring ways to get to Jrue down there. In fact, he posts up more than you might think. And when you factor in his passing, he ranked 15th in this category last year. He loves using his left hand, both using the dribble to drive into the middle, but also to finish over and around his man. It didn't matter to him if he's got a size advantage, since he's so quick and shifty around the hoop. And again, he's not making crazy skip passes or no-look drops to cutters, but he can make the simple read and hit his teammate on time and on target. Marcus Smart got some post-ups last year, but was not particularly good at them, and the team as a whole barely got the ball down low like this. But they should get Jrue some touches down there to take pressure off of Brown and Tatum. This could be a way to mitigate some of Jrue's issues come playoff time, where his struggles under the most pressure of the season are very real. Brook Lopez was his favorite target for assists by a big margin, and this bodes well for playing alongside both Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford, since you can see a big chunk of them were for threes when Lopez would space the floor exactly the way KP and Al will. If you want my feelings on how Porzingis fits in, check the video I did when that trade happened. It completely revamps how their offense will run compared to Robert Williams, since KP has perimeter skills. But I grabbed some of my favorite sets the Celtics ran last year, and here's how I see the two newcomers fitting into their offensive attack. Imagine Jrue Holiday bringing the ball up to initiate the offense, then handing off to Tatum, who waits for the inside ball screen after Horford got a pin down. The roll by Horford would suck Holiday's man towards the lane, and Jrue would get one of those open catch and shoot shots. Play on how well Jrue likes to go left, I like this keep action as Kornet sets that pin down to draw some attention and the C's part to allow the drive and lefty finish. This is one of my favorites and is interchangeable. Jrue can hit Brown or Tatum coming off the Iverson cut, but watch how the center comes over as if he's going to set a ball screen, but it's really a snapback action that could get Jrue open for a wing three. They run Spain pick and roll a bit, and Jrue would be great setting the back screen on the ball screener's man, then popping out wide open from beyond the arc if Tatum doesn't get a free run to the basket. Here's a great set they run that would get Jrue amazing low post position by setting the pin down for Tatum in the lane and then ducking in when the defenders switch. Most teams don't double guards in the post, and Jrue would make them pay. This one has great flow from one side to the other, and another chance for Jrue to get a handoff into ball screen out top and drive to his left side with the entire lane cleared for takeoff. As for Porzingis, I love how they run flex action for Horford on that weak side block. He opts for the pin down to get wide open when Robinson takes a terrible route around the first screen. Porzingis would be very good at this. Inverted pistol is a favorite of mine when the handoff flows into a step-up screen on the wing. Notice how long Williams is open after his roll. It would be easy to picture KP getting similar feeds. I like this Iverson cut into double ball screen back towards the middle. They could run Jrue off this pin down on the right side, Brown spacing to the left wing, and Porzingis rolling hard down the lane for the easy jam. If we're only talking starting fives, then the Celtics have arguably the best one in the league. I think they bring Horford off the bench and start Derek White so they can have their best advantage with Tatum playing the 4. But once you get past the top 6 or 7, there are a ton of question marks that put the fortunes of this team at risk. So I like this team a whole lot, and I'm excited to see them gel on the court. But if they don't get contributions from young guys who haven't been in that role before, then I fear the Celtics could take a step backwards.
And that's what I'm hoping for, because goddamn it, Jrue, you a traitor. You a goddamn traitor, Jrue. You know it. You know it, Jrue. You a damn traitor, man. Why you gonna leave? How you gonna go to them? Huh? How you gonna go to them, Jrue? You a goddamn traitor, bruh.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go. You ain't got the answer that.